Okay, rolling. Looks okay. I'm Special Investigator Chandler Dash of the Office of Professional Medical Conduct. I'm at Olympic General Hospital in Port Townsend, Washington to investigate a possible case of medical malpractice. This morning at approximately 7 a.m., a Mr. David Crozier was admitted to the hospital to undergo elective penis enlargement surgery. At approximately 11:32 a.m., there were complications which put the patient into a coma, in which he remains. Mrs. Marie Crozier, the patient's wife, is threatening to sue the hospital for malpractice. I will be interviewing hospital staff, including the medical staff that was involved in the surgery, as well as hospital administration, to determine if, in fact, malpractice has occurred. This appears to be a pretty straightforward case. The only thing of real interest is the fact that Mr. David Crozier is the chairman of the Hospital Board of Commissioners. Also, after reviewing Mr. Crozier's medical files, I can understand why he elected to have such a dangerous surgery. Let me state for the record that Mr. David Crozier has a very, very small penis.
Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer. That is what I truly wish to be. Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. Ow! Everybody! Everyone would be in love with me. It's good, but last night they did better. So let's try it. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Everyone would be in love with me. Excellent! Good job! Whoa! Really? Jeez.
Hi, Dr. Cabot. What are you doing here?
I was just checking up on my patient, nurse man.
That's what I'm doing here, too. How's he doing?
His vitals are steady, but he's still out cold, though.
I kind of like him better this way.
Yeah, me too. David Crozier could be a real asshole.
So, I've been meaning to tell you what a privilege it is to work with the world famous Dr. Cabot.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you. And if there's ever any way I can properly repay you.
I don't think this is such a good idea. I'm supposed to be meeting somebody here.
Oh, come on, Doctor. Live a little.
You gonna put a tourniquet on it? Yeah! Oh, yeah!
Thank you,
It's okay.
Doctor.
Thank you!
Please state your name for the camera.
Dr. Gregory House. Dr. Gary Cabin.
And you were the attending physician for Mr. Crozier's surgery. Is that correct?
I think so.
You
Yes.
think so?
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it was definitely me.
I sure hope so. Your name is all over the paperwork.
Oh, yes, it was me for sure.
Tell me what happened.
Well, Mr. Crozier came in for his penis enlargement surgery, and let me tell you, he needed it.
I know. So tiny, right?
Oh, embarrassingly small. The surgery was going great, right up until the very end when Mr. Crozier started to have a seizure. I administered 20 cc's of boroborazine, which stopped the seizure, but Mr. Crozier slipped into a coma.
What caused the seizure?
We don't know. It shouldn't have happened. Aside from his tiny, tiny penis, he was a great physical specimen.
Dr. Cabin, I'm going to cut straight to the point. There have been rumors that you've lost your touch, that you are no longer fit to perform surgery. How would you respond to that?
That is ridiculous. I'm as good as I have ever been. You ask Dr. Green. She'll tell you.
State your name.
I'm Dr. Melody Green.
And you're Dr. Cabin's surgical assistant, correct?
I am not. I'm a fully qualified surgeon.
My apologies, Dr. Green. Still, in this case, Dr. Cabin was the attending physician and you were assisting, is that correct?
Yes.
You don't seem too happy about this.
I'm so tired of playing second fiddle to the great Dr. Cabin. I'm twice the surgeon he is.
Interesting. I mean, Dr. Cabin's supposed to be a genius.
Oh, well, maybe he used to be, but that ship has sailed.
Dr. Green, in your professional opinion, was Dr. Cabin unfit to perform surgery that day?
Oh, what? Oh, no, that's ridiculous. Dr. Cabin is a consummate professional. One of the greatest in the field.
But you just said...
Oh, never mind what I said. Dr. Cabin performed the surgery perfectly. The coma was a fluke. And might I just add, as a doctor and a woman, David Crozier really needed penis enlargement surgery.
This is my first time in the stirrups.
You're welcome.
Is that an animal bag? Wow! Cold! Oh!
Oh, yeah?
This place is a pet.
Oh, nurse.
Doctor.
Oh.
Oh, such a fast heartbeat. Oh.
Oh no, it's Dr. Green!
Oh, yes. So much better. Folks, that's a true work of art, if I do say so myself. Now, where the hell is he?
I'm supposed to
Wait
be
a
here!
minute.
Well, then get out there.
What the hell are you doing over there?
It's just,
Oh, never mind that, you idiot. We've got to get our story straight before you get here.
right, our story, yeah.
You remember our story, don't you?
Well, yeah, but
But what?
I can't do this!
Oh. What the hell do you mean?
I can't lie! I'm going to tell them that it was you who performed the surgery, not me!
Oh, and are you going to tell them the rest of the truth? That when you showed up for surgery, you were stoned out of your mind?
I thought we could skip that part.
And how you signed your name to the paperwork? Hold that! Committing criminal medical fraud! Just as I thought. You'll stick to the script, or we'll both end up losing our medical licenses and end up in prison. You got that?
Yes! But what about Nurse Man? She was here the whole time.
That walking bag of hormones probably doesn't even remember she was here. Now pull yourself in!
Crozier. You were quite the hospital commissioner. I remember when you came here from Canada. Boy, when you see your copay, you're going to go back into shock, I'll tell you that. I wonder... Ah! Woo! Well, I gotta hand it to our surgical staff. Give them an inch and they'll make a mile.
Hey there, handsome.
Oh, Nurse Man, what are you doing here?
Waiting to surprise you, lover.
Oh, well, it looks like someone remembered my birthday.
There's a bed over here.
Oh, yeah. No, we can't do it here.
Oh, but baby, don't you want me?
Oh, you know I do. You know I love you, but no one can find out about us.
Oh, fine, you little fuddy-duddy.
Wait till we get home. I'll show you fuddy-duddy.
Oh, wow, that is much, much, much better than it used to be.
Boy, I'll bet. Hey, wait a minute. How would you know?
I wouldn't.
Oh, no! You and David were lovers!
Big
I
don't
knew
do
it!
It was just the once. It didn't mean anything.
David Crozier of all people, how can you do this to me? I'm gonna go die!
It was before we were a thing.
David Crozier, you bastard!
I am Dick Berkson, hospital CEO.
Mr. Berkson, you were very quick to call our office and request this investigation. Why is that?
Well, we take all cases of medical malpractice very seriously, but this was a special case.
And why is that?
The patient is our hospital commissioner. Not only would a medical malpractice suit be very expensive, it would also be extremely embarrassing for our hospital.
Okay, I see your point. Do you have any reason to doubt the capabilities of either Dr. Cabin or Dr. Green?
Oh no, both have my complete confidence.
What about malice? Is there any chance that either Dr. Cabin or Dr. Green could have sabotaged the surgery?
Absolutely not. David Crozier was well loved and no one would want to see him harmed.
I hate David Crozier and I hope he dies!
No. Let's back up. State your name and title.
My name is Pat Reddy, and I'm a hospital commissioner.
I sense some hostility towards Mr. Crozier.
Oh my, you are quite the investigator, aren't you?
Yeah. Mr. Reddy, why do you wish Mr. Crozier dead?
David's a bully and a jerk. He's a garbage of a person. And he's an incompetent commissioner. He actually believes that a one-payer system will solve everything.
Seriously? No, that's ridiculous. So, you believe you would be a better chairman of the commissioners?
Absolutely. The hospital would thrive under my leadership. And I'll tell you something else.
And what's that?
David Crozier had the world's smallest penis.
That fact has been well established.
Well, I have another one for you. I think he killed his wife.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I thought his wife was suing the hospital.
That's Marie. That's his current wife. I'm talking about Mary, who is his first wife, who died 2 weeks ago. And on the day she died, David married Marie.
What? This is the first time hearing of this.
Oh, yeah. Mary and David were on their anniversary cruise when Mary fell over the ship. Ha! Did she really fall off the ship? Or did David push her?
can assure you that your husband got the highest quality medical bill here.
Oh, don't give me that crap. Your team of incompetent morons screwed up big time. And you're gonna pay.
Now, wait a minute, Mrs. Crozier. Let's be reasonable here. Oh, Dick, I didn't expect to find you here.
Well, I was just checking up on our most important patient, David Crozier. You see, Mrs. Crozier, this is the kind of personal care and attention that one can expect here
Who
at...
the hell are you anyway?
And this is Dick Bergson, CEO of Olympic General Hospital.
Oh, so you're the guy in charge, is it? Dick? Well, I hope you can write small, Dick, because you're gonna have to fit a lot of zeros on the check you write me. Dick!
Now, Mrs. Crozier, surely you understand...
What I understand is that your team of incompetent clowns have harmed my husband. And now, my beautiful, wonderful, loving husband is in a coma. And soon he'll be dead.
Well, actually, Mrs. Crozier, aside from your husband being in a coma, he's in perfect health.
Really? I thought he was dying.
Oh, no, he'll live for a good long time.
Crap. I mean good. It doesn't matter. You still took him from me. You screwed up. All of you. And you're gonna pay. Now get out. So I can spend some time with my husband. Get out! Get out! Get out! Too obvious. This is working out sort of perfectly. I thought I was marrying you for some cash, and now I get the money, and I don't have to deal with you. It's every little girl's dream. Speaking of little, I am his wife. That would almost be worth it.
Please state your name.
I am Marie Crozier, David's wife.
And as I understand it, you and David were only just recently wed.
That's right, about 2 weeks ago. The most wonderful weeks of my life.
And you happened to get married on the same day Mrs. Mary Crozier died under mysterious circumstances.
Not so mysterious. People fall off of cruise ships all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Are you calling me a liar?
Whoa, calm down, Mrs. Crozier. I'm simply collecting facts.
I'll give you the facts. David and Mary were on their anniversary cruise when she suddenly, tragically, and quite by accident, fell overboard.
All right, you guys having a good time? So we're gonna have a little fun. Out of the legend in his own mind director, Ramon Daly, we got some fun planned for the lady and a fine gentleman to come on up here and assist in our fun show. My lovely assistants will come on down. Raise your hand if you want to participate. I've already had a couple of fingers.
Not everybody
wagged at
wants
me,
to.
so I'll take you if you don't want to.
Whoa, that's very loud. Something you may not know about the script is I was originally developing this script for a major Hollywood studio. It was going to be a big movie, produced by Harvey Weinstein and starring Kevin Spacey. Some reason or another, that's not happening anymore. So we're having to do it here, and because of our slightly limited budget, we've had to cut a couple of the scenes. So with some help, we're going to enact a couple of the scenes we had to cut from the show when we had to bring it to this little local thing that we're doing here. So it looks like we have someone coming on up. So come on over here as we wait. What's your name, sir?
Richie.
Hi, Richie. Thanks for coming up. Have you ever acted before?
I think last time was in the 8th grade.
8th grade? Okay. Well, you've got more experience than anyone else on stage. You are going to be playing the role of David Crozier. And you, young lady, can I ask your name?
Mary Ashley.
And have you ever been on stage before?
Yes.
So once again, you have more experience than anybody else. You're going to make us all look bad. You get to play both.
We look great.
I look great. Okay. That did not go as I had hoped it would go. You get to play both Mary and Marie Crozier at different times. And I think you need a script as well, right? You've got one. Oh, you're good to go. Is anybody? Oh, you need a script. So what's going to happen is Marie Crozier here is going to narrate her story. I'm going to direct. Okay, so you guys have to actually listen and pay attention to me. I know. It'll be hard to take me seriously. These people here are props and set and all kinds of other things, and we'll just see how poorly this goes.
We're awesome.
Such a pessimistic man.
Okay, so we're starting with Marie. On my cue, and action!
Mary Crozier falling overboard was an accident. I saw the whole thing. I had noticed David Crozier the moment he stepped on the ship.
Okay, step on the ship, be handsome and manly. And you're Marie, and you're noticing him from afar, and you're instant in love.
How could I not? Such a strong.
Strong, so strong. Yes.
Handsome.
Be handsome.
Charming. Man. But I didn't stand a chance. He was clearly in love with his wife.
Now you're married, you go over and stand next to him. You are clearly in love. You, on the other hand, you don't really care for him that much.
Either one, honey. And then David said to me, to Mary,
and belt him out.
Mary, my true and only love, I am so pleased that we get to celebrate our anniversary in such a romantic way together.
however, Mary did not seem to hold him in the same regard.
Don't touch me, you jackass. I hate you with your stupid face.
Louder. The last bit, louder.
I hate you and your stupid face.
Excellent.
On the day Mary went overboard, we were all on deck enjoying the sun.
We've got sun. There's the sun.
The storm came out of nowhere.
Huge storm. Lots of wind.
The wind blew. The rain came down in torrents. And the deck of the ship pitched under our feet.
Pitch back and forth. There you go. Very nice. Careful with the heels.
Everyone hurried to get inside except Mary. David tried to get her to go to their cabin.
Mary, my sweetheart, let us go inside where it's safe and warm.
Never. I would rather face the wrath of elements than spend another moment trapped with you.
Very nice.
Mary, who had been drinking as usual, staggered to the edge of the prow of the ship.
Prow of the ship's right here. Stagger. You can hold on to the ledge here.
She leaned over the rail, David beseeching her to be careful all the while.
My darling, light of my life, come away from there, it's dangerous.
You can't tell me what to do, you sticking pile of putrescence.
Putrescence. Yes. Very nice.
With that, Mary leaned even farther over the rail, and in that moment, a huge wave hit. A huge wave hit.
We have huge wave. Go.
The ship pitched violently. Mary fell over the side.
Okay, I want to hear your best falling scream.
We don't actually.
David ran.
Hold on, wait a second. Can we see that again? Take two. All right, keep going.
David ran to the side of the ship. He grabbed a life preserver and
Life preserver, meaning life preserver.
threw it over in a desperate attempt to save his life. Then he said,
I'll save you!
but it was too late. Mary was gone. David crumpled to the ground, crying, a defeated man.
You are now Marie.
I couldn't help myself. I had to comfort this man I had fallen in love with from afar.
Go to him.
I ran to him and threw my arms around him.
Wait. Okay, I'm going to check. Your name again, sir?
Richie.
Richie?
David.
Are you okay with this? Are you okay with this light nonsense? Wait. Let me show you how this is done. All right, keep going. I'll quit interrupting you.
Then David said,
I'm a little bit lost here. My wife is gone.
You did everything you could do.
we stared into each other's eyes.
Who felt the spark? I felt the spark.
It was love at first sight.
I don't know what it is. There's just something about you. But I feel guilty about Mary.
She never loved me. I did.
No, more. Like, really make him feel it. She never loved him like you can. Like, really show him.
She never loved you like I did.
It's more like, she never loved you. No, okay. I can't act.
We kissed passionately. We found the captain. We kissed passionately.
No, don't sit back. This is the good stuff.
I said it again.
We kissed passionately. Come on.
You don't actually have to kiss.
No.
That's Hollywood magic, people.
That's the last time I do that joke.
We found the captain of the ship who declared Mary dead.
I declare Mary Crozier dead.
Way to go, Captain.
Captain, I know this is a strange request, but I'm in love. Will you perform our wedding ceremony?
Of course I'll perform your wedding ceremony. Who am I to stand in the way of true love?
So we took our vows there on the high seas.
Marriage, it's what brings us together today.
That is not copyrighted. I can use that.
Man and wife, say man and wife.
Man and wife.
We kissed, then retired to our cabin for our wedding night, which was, frankly, a little disappointing. She's got a great line.
No, really sell that line.
You've got to be kidding.
So, David scheduled his penis enlargement surgery as soon as the cruise was over, which brings us to today. Give us a hand, folks.
Thank you guys so much. Take a bow. Take your bow. Big round of applause. Thank you so much. And it's all downhill from here, folks.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they're saying he's going to live a really long time.
I keep forgetting that. It doesn't matter. They still took him. They screwed up. And they're going to pay.
bit about your fancy new wife is true too, ain't it? Thought you'd get rid of the old battle axe and then it'd be all smooth sailing from there, eh? Yeah, well, just look at you now. Serves you right, you jackass. So let's just see if Mr. Winky is now Mr. Wonka.
What was that? I have no idea! Mary Crocher! Oh, I'll
So let me get this straight. You're Mary, not Marie, you're Mary Crozier, and you are David Crozier's first wife.
His only wife. There's no way that his marriage to that little strumpet will hold up in court.
So, this is ridiculous, but I was told that you fell off a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. How the heck did you survive that?
Actually, my memory of the night is quite fuzzy.
All right, so now we're going to play it again. My lovely assistants are going to come out. Raise your hand if you're interested in coming on up. And
Now you know what you're in for.
And hearing my side of the story.
And
I think all that stuff is played out. Do I have to get up? No. Sitting. They can't be together. The people got Oh, I thought I saw them. They're using the real name. My kind of
She's a complete stranger.
Well, hello, young lady, and what is your name?
Margaret.
I'm Margaret. Are you regretting ever being friends with me at this moment?
Maybe.
Like every day, right? You have the illustrious job of playing Mrs. Mary Crozier.
Okay.
And you, sir, what is your name? Nathan. And Nathan, you don't look like the kind of man who enjoys attention or being on stage. That's never happened before. Never happened before, okay. Well, you get to play not only David, you also have a couple of other characters that I hope you have some fun with. Thank you for joining us. And once again, I don't need these. We're going to start with the narration. And action!
David and I were on the ship celebrating our anniversary. But of course, we were fighting as usual.
I don't know why I wasted such a great trip on you.
I don't know either. I'd rather be in a Mexican prison than anywhere with you.
I hope you fall overboard.
We were on the deck when a storm came out of nowhere. The wind was blowing and the rain was coming down in torrents. David wanted to run inside like a scared little girl. But I thought the raw nature was magnificent.
Stand up and like enjoy the nature. Face it. That's right.
I'm going inside like a scared little girl.
That's real.
Run away, you pathetic worm! I'm going to experience nature in all its glory!
I went to the prow of the ship where I could see the mighty ocean before me. I was looking over the rail when I felt hands push me overboard.
Die, you treacherous old witch!
See the best falling scream.
I fell into the water, which was freezing.
Splash!
Someone threw a life preserver.
Come back here.
But it hit me in the head and I went unconscious.
Good aim.
I awoke on the back of a giant sea turtle.
Hey, get on the turtle. Swim, turtle.
And Mary said,
Thank you, giant sea turtle. You saved my life.
okay, are you guys done there with there? The turtle swam for all it was worth and brought me to the sandy shores of a small island where I was discovered by a tall, handsome, native fisherman.
Be tall and handsome. Tall and handsome. Yes. The gods bless me with a beautiful woman from the sea. Come, I will take you to my village. What is your name?
I have no idea.
Really confused, like you have no, like I want to feel like your desperation and sadness. You don't know who you are.
I have no idea.
I couldn't remember anything. My name, where I was from. I stayed with a handsome fisherman in his village for 3 days. When a seaplane landed close to the beach. Oh wow, I had a way home. I said goodbye to the handsome fisherman.
It breaks my heart to see you go, but I know you long for home.
I will never forget you, handsome native fisherman.
We kissed. Hey, no, it says it right here.
I've been waiting for that for months. I have that on video. There's money involved.
After that maneuver, I boarded the plane, which was flown by a British explorer, Captain Jack Dalton.
Be tall and handsome. Again? Different?
Jack Dalton agreed to take me to the mainland.
Prepare yourself, my lady. I shall see you home.
Halfway through our journey, we flew into a raging storm. The plane was struck by lightning. Miraculously, Captain Jack was able to crash land the plane.
Special effects here.
I was unscathed, but Captain Jack died of his wounds soon after. You want to take him on a death scene?
You're too handsome and heroic to die.
It's so true. Do not mourn, my love. It was all worth it. To have one look at your beautiful face.
Yeah, more death, yeah. I kissed him as he died in my arms. Someone must have seen the plane crash because soon after, a rescue crew arrived. A tall, handsome paramedic put me in an ambulance.
Beautiful lady, I shall endeavor to restore you to full vitality.
I felt a lot better, but still couldn't remember nothing. So I was submitted to an asylum where a tall, handsome doctor diagnosed me with amnesia.
Bring her from over here, and remember, be tall and handsome.
Beautiful lady, you have amnesia.
I was at the asylum for several days when I happened to see the front page of the Port Townsend Leader. And there on the front page was my husband, David Crozier. It all came back in a flash.
Oh my goodness!
I escaped the asylum and stole a car, and I drove through the night.
Very nice. Thank you guys so much. Believe it or not, I only finished that part of the script Thursday.
And there on the front page was my husband, David Crozier. Everything just came back in a flash. I mean, I escaped the asylum, I stole the car, and then I drove through the night.
Just a moment. Let me adjust the camera.
There you go. Now please state your name and your position.
I am Anita Mann, and I am a nurse.
And you are the attending nurse for Mr. Crozier's operation, is that correct?
Oh, yes.
So, and I hate to say this, Miss Mann, but I've got the impression from some of the other staff that you may not be that good at your job.
Oh, and where did you hear such a nasty thing about little old me?
I'm not at liberty to divulge my sources.
Well, don't you believe it, Mr. Dash. I am fully qualified, as I'm sure I can show you.
No, Miss Mann, So, it is this investigator's opinion that Nurse Anita Mann is a fully qualified nurse and was in no way responsible for the problems that happened during Mr. Crozier's surgery.
Here you go, Mr. Dash.
I'll be right there. Gotta run.
And there on the front page was my husband, David Crozier. I mean, everything came back to me in a flash. I escaped the asylum, I stole the car, and I drove through the night.
Oh, you lost your memory? Do you remember me?
Oh, I remember you. How could I
Knock it off! So you're back from the dead, now what?
Well, I'll tell you now what. He's no good to me like that. Go ahead and pull the plug.
What? We can't just do that.
What do you mean you can? I'm his wife.
No, you're not. I'm his wife.
Oh, like hell you are.
Ladies, compose yourselves. This is a hospital.
Some hospital puts my husband in a coma. You mean my husband?
No, I said when I meant your crazy old ass. You need to go back to the psycho ward.
I heard everything! You're not gonna get away with this! You won't get away with it! I'm getting out of here!
Everybody just stand back right now!
Get out of here!
Nurse, emergency is for president.
Get me out! Get me out!
He's stabilizing.
Wait, did you put him back in a coma?
No. He's just sedated. He's out of his coma, and it looks like he's going to be just fine.
Oh, great.
Wait, if David's not in a coma, that means no malpractice suit, which means no money. Damn it!
They'll never let me pull the plug now. And after what that bastard did to me? Oh no! David knows that I'm the one who botched his surgery. I'm ruined. He knows that I didn't do the surgery, even though I signed off on it. I'm going to prison!
That bastard slept with my girlfriend. Coma or no coma, he's gonna pay.
If David's awake, that means he's still chairman. I can't allow that!
Oh no! David knows my secret. That I am a Russian sleeper agent who is using my charm and sex appeal to infiltrate the American medical system, so I can learn their secrets and to discord in order to bring the system down from the inside. And soon, the capitalist pig dogs will be crushed beneath the heels of Mother Russia. Oh, the motherland!
Well, that's great news.
Look, it's getting late. Let's let Moby Dick get some rest. We can figure everything else out tomorrow.
Yeah, I can use
Come on, guys, let's go.
I still think your outside looks ridiculous. Oh, right, a sea turtle!
I gotta find out what all the fuss is about. Oh, brother. I can tell you one thing. Mine is way, way bigger.
Well, oh, that's really loud, sorry. It looks like our malpractice case has turned into a murder case. Can we get the house lights up? We're about to invite all of you to go and get and enjoy dinner. David will announce the tables one at a time. While dinner is happening, the staff, we're going to eat. When we're done eating, we'll announce it's time. Go ahead and pull it out. We're going to announce it's time to play the game. We're going to invite one person from each table to come play the game to collect DNA clues. You'll get your clues later in the evening, but after we ask you to come back, please make sure one person from each table comes back. Oh yeah, go ahead and demonstrate. And so you want to make sure you get a chance to collect as many clues as you can. So we'll announce when that's going to happen, and then you'll get the rest of the clues, the rest of the puzzle, which is always ridiculous, later on. So I'm going to hand the microphone over to David, who's going to get dinner rolling, and thank you for coming out tonight. We have to do this whole thing again. Okay, remember, serious theater. No, once again, I guess you're all wondering why I brought you here this evening.
Not really. This is about David's murder, obviously.
Oh, that's true. It's obviously about David's murder. What you may not know is that using my superior intellect, that didn't know how to turn on the camera, and my superior problem-solving skills, I have solved this murder.
No you didn't. You just ordered a DNA test, which anyone would have done. This is not about you.
Fine, you're right.
But here in my pocket, I think, I have the results of the DNA test. I have the results, and I can tell you who murdered David Crozier.
Hey, wouldn't it make more sense to give that to the cops and let them do the arrests?
Yeah, this kind of feels like a giant waste of everybody's time. I mean,
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. You know how boring my job is? I've always wanted to be a detective. Let me have this. Thank you. Without further ado, the murderer of Mr. David Crozier is Dr. Kevin! All right, who got it right? Who solved the mystery? Raise your hand. Yeah. All right. Well, you almost got away with it.
Nobody move! Or I'll stick this pretty little nurse. Yes, I killed David Crozier. He was going to destroy my career. I saw my chance and I took it. Now I'm gonna walk out of here, and there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it.
All hail Motherland!
All right, I've had enough of this nonsense. I'm going out into the audience and pick my next husband.
Good idea. Yeah, he's dead anyway. Who cares?
the cops are outside. Let's go get him.
Let's go.
I know. See? Isn't that funny?
Got the glasses.